Much like being raised with Christ, it means a couple different things. It's all the same thing, but there's a couple different descriptions to go with it. One is understanding that our sin nature died when Christ died. So he not only died for you and for me, he died as you. So you were nailed to the cross with him, you went to the grave with him, and you raised from the grave with him. So your old sin nature is what went to the grave. That's what died. And then of course you were raised to walk in newness of life in that new righteous nature. So first, to die with Christ means our old sin nature has died. So Scripture teaches us in Romans and several other chapters in the New Testament that we are to consider ourselves dead to sin. That sin nature is dead. The other thing is that we will die physically. Some of us will be raised if he returns before we actually perish in this lifetime. But our physical body will die also, much like Christ's physical body died. But the difference is that we will not be separated from God. We will actually be one with God. So even though you'll die, and I'll die probably before Christ returns, you actually already are an eternal being. You're living eternally. Your life can't be taken from you. Your flesh will perish, but your life, your soul, and your spirit cannot be taken from you. So to die with Christ means that we recognize that our sin nature is dead. And it's a really good idea to not pick that dead man back up and try to carry it around and live in that dead state, that we are to live in a new state, but to also recognize that we too, our body will be sown in dishonor, which means our physical flesh will no longer be needed, that will die, and will be raised in a glorious body one day when we are one with the Father and one with Christ.